Ice up. Ice what?
Whoa, whoa, baby, poke it out, poke it out, poke it out.
So as of right now, the future for the Saints is completely uncertain. The ending of an era is coming extremely soon, in that of Drew Brees' retirement, and a lot of Saints fans are freaking out because they don't think that we have a viable quarterback to fall back on, or the situation is completely out of control. But that is 100% wrong. This video is going to be my video basically turning your complete opinion on Teddy Bridgewater, or at least trying to, and talking you into believing that he is a viable quarterback option for the Saints once Drew Brees retires. Of course, he's not Drew Brees. Nobody's Drew Brees. Nobody will ever be Drew Brees, but we do not need somebody to play up to Drew Brees' level. You feel me? We just need somebody that can go out there and put up decent stats, be a quarterback, a field leader, and get things done. That is all we need. That is all we're asking for, and Teddy Bridgewater has exactly what he needs to do that. Now, before I get into the video and get into the meat and potatoes of everything, I would like to ask if you would please go ahead and subscribe. We're inching in on 3,300, almost a 500, 600 subscriber month. March has been crazy. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. This video will be posted in the first week of April, but it's still nice to know that you guys are willing to subscribe. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. So as we all know, Drew Brees is reaching the last and final year of his contract, and the Saints have made it very apparent that they want to win now. Their attitude has, led everyone to believe that this is the season. This is the season they want to win the Super Bowl. This is the season we're going all out. With the addition of Jared Cook, Malcolm Brown, Mario Edwards Jr., probably going to be making some trades in the draft. This is the season we want to go all out. Now, apart from taking this season and putting it in the rearview mirror, even though we haven't even begun it yet, we need to address and look at the situation in the future regarding our quarterback position. We have had Drew Brees ever since he signed with us in 2006, so seeing a quarterback that isn't number 9 is going to be a little off-putting and look weird for the New Orleans Saints. Week 17 last year versus Carolina, when Teddy Bridgewater played, it was odd, but don't worry, there's going to be a solution. It's not going to be as bad as everyone thinks. Stop freaking out. Now, since we're at the start of this video, I might as well go over how the Saints even ended up with Teddy Bridgewater. The Saints traded their third-round pick for Teddy Bridgewater on August 29th, 2018. We paid Bridgewater a total of $5 million that year. Keep in mind, the year before that year, Bridgewater ended up tearing his anterior cruciate ligament and suffered a dislocated knee. A lot of people regarded that injury as one of the worst they have ever seen, and Bridgewater still made his attempt to come back and gets a fresh start in New Orleans. That's what this is all about. The Bridgewater era is a fresh start. I almost said freshwater. A fresh start for Bridgewater and a fresh start for the New Orleans Saints organization. This is big. This is big. Okay. Teddy is only going into his 5th NFL season, in which only 2 of them he actually started as an NFL quarterback. That would have happened to be 2014 and 2015 before facing that terrible injury in 2016. And 2017, you guys know the rest of the story. We have been keeping up with Teddy Bridgewater. We have read over him. We know what happened with his horrible injury. In 2014, Teddy Bridgewater played 13 games in his rookie year, had a 64.4 completion percentage, 2,919 yards, 14 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and an 85.2 rating. That's not amazing, but it is a lot coming from a rookie quarterback. Keep in mind, rookies are never really good. Rookies don't usually excel especially at the quarterback position, because that, probably besides middle linebacker, is the hardest position in the entire NFL to play. Being a quarterback is hard, okay? So in 2014, he had an above average season for a rookie quarterback. They also went 7-9 in 2014. So as far as team success goes, Teddy Bridgewater didn't lead them in the right path. In 2015, Teddy Bridgewater played a full 16 games, had a 65.3 completion percentage, 3,231 yards, 14 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and an 88.7 rating. That's fantastic. That is a really solid sophomore season for an NFL quarterback. He showed a lot of potential before facing that gruesome and disgusting knee injury. In Bridgewater's highest QBR season, quarterback Cam Newton only had a better QBR twice. He's been an NFL dominant quarterback for 8 years. The amount of potential that Teddy Bridgewater has to excel is fantastic. He is amazing with throwing the ball, and it's an even better runner. He is a perfect dual threat quarterback. Another reason I really like the idea of Teddy Bridgewater starting as our quarterback is the chemistry he has created within that locker room. Do you guys remember the Choppa style dance? Teddy Bridgewater started that movement within our locker room. There was videos coming out every week of Teddy doing some stupid and absurd dance in the locker room that everyone loved. Teddy Bridgewater's charisma, the chemistry he's built with players in that locker room is fantastic, and that is what we need. The New Orleans Saints have proven themselves to be a team that works as a team. We are not the Pittsburgh Steelers who relied on Antonio Brown, Juju Smith, and like 2 or 3 more good players. Everybody on our team has a specific role, and they work better when everybody's role, they play off of each other. They feed off of each other's energy. Having good chemistry with this team is so important. Ever since Alvin Kamara formed that bond with Mark Ingram, the team has looked different, and that is where the success has come from. Playing as a family instead of co-workers. Teddy Bridgewater also proved that he is loyal to the team this offseason. He took a visit with the Miami Dolphins but declined their starting QB offer to sit under Brees for another year. Saints signed him to a 1-year, $7.5 million deal. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's talk about the simple logistics, what we think is going to happen when Teddy Bridgewater takes over that starting quarterback spot. Now, from my understanding, head coach Sean Payton is not going to retire with the departure of Drew Brees, which is fantastic news. That's good. We don't need Sean Payton leaving when Brees does because, good Lord, that would screw a lot of things up. Teddy Bridgewater will sit 2 years behind the greatest quarterback of all time. The greatest quarterback to ever step foot on the field, the most accurate passer, the most pure pocket passer in NFL history, and come in playing under one of the greatest offensive mastermind head coaches in the NFL history. He is in great hands. Teddy Bridgewater has his perfect opportunity for his fresh start and to excel greatly as one of the National Football League's quarterbacks. I'm very excited to see how he operates as a dual threat quarterback since that leg injury. He seemed to be moving around perfectly fine in that Week 17 stint with Carolina. He got the nod to start against the Carolina Panthers. After not playing for 2 entire years of football, Teddy Bridgewater went out, threw 22 passes, completed 14 of them, threw for 118 yards, a 63.6 completion percentage, a touchdown, and an interception against the blazing hot Carolina Panthers defense in Week 17 of the 2018-2019 season. So, was it great? No, by any means it was not the most fantastic play, but you got to think the man sat for 2 straight years. You couldn't have expected too much out of Bridgewater. I think that this preseason is going to be the perfect warm-up opportunity for Teddy Bridgewater. We will be able to get to see him play. We get to see Taysom Hill play. See if there's going to be some type of amazing quarterback competition to keep an eye on when Drew Brees retires. I just don't think Taysom Hill is it. He is an amazing Swiss Army knife, multi-tool, multi-positional player. He's an extremely athletic quarterback, but he has had 3 to 4 ACL tears in his past. Okay, he has a strong arm, but the accuracy is a little off. His main show in college was running the football, while Teddy Bridgewater has been proven to be an accurate thrower, to be able to toss the football. So, do I think that either of them are going to be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, follow in Drew Brees' footsteps and go out and throw 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards, and no interceptions? No, I don't. But I do think that Teddy Bridgewater, with all of those things I listed, competes for what can be an amazing starting quarterback, above average starting quarterback. I do not believe that quarterbacking in New Orleans is as important as it has been in years past. With the addition of Alvin Kamara in the 3rd round of the 2017 NFL Draft and the signing of Latavius Murray to replace Mark Ingram, we will still have a 1-2 punch running back combination that will be nothing. That will give Teddy Bridgewater a huge shoulder to cry on, a huge resting place if he needs to, if he's not having a good game. We have other reliable players on our offense. I think that if we ease quarterback Teddy Bridgewater into the system, he can really excel. I do. I believe it. I think Teddy Bridgewater is the answer. Sean Payton is just as confident in Teddy B as I am, and I am really, really, really excited to see what the New Orleans Saints do with Teddy Bridgewater. What do you think? Do you think Teddy Bridgewater can come out and be one of a good starting NFL quarterback, or do you think he's going to suffer and fail and we're going to have a horrible season after Drew Brees retires? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd be glad to see your opinion, reply to your opinion, like your opinion, all that. Go ahead and comment, subscribe if you haven't, and let me know your thoughts on the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.